fucking. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Yo, what is up, everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video with your host Kenkukun. And today we get another Destiny 2 Trials Training video, a part 2 to the weekend. Now, in the first video, I didn't really cover supers at all. I think the brief thing I said about this map for Twilight Gap and supers was all melee supers should go inside. Now, after playing Saturday, and I switched it up, I played Striker for a good part of the day. There was times where I did get kills, but there was a lot of times where it was just me chasing people around. Not only that, there were other roaming supers that were just having a tough time on this map catching teams from my team and from the enemy team, because there's two layers to this map. There's a ground floor and a floor one, if you want to, if you will. So there's a lot of moves, right? There's a lot of places to move. So we're going to cover supers in today's videos. Let's go ahead and dive into that with these clips. So first, we got this clip. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. I only got like 4 clips, and then I'm going to, launch into a private match and take a look. So here we go. I have Striker. This is one of those clips where I open up. I'm like, all right, all melee supers inside. I got my Striker. I'm running. I'm also invisible. Bonus for me. I'm going. I'm looking. Boom. They see me. All right. And I'm not nowhere close enough to want to use my super. So I'm like, all right, shoulder charge. I use the utility of my class to, because I'm trying to get as close as possible. So I'm like, all right, I need a shoulder charge. So I dive up into this box. I cut around, right? I use shoulder charge again. When I see that dude to my right, if you back up, there. When I see this dude at this angle and I cut into the box, I'm like, I need to use my super again. Or I need to use my super now, like, because he's getting too close and he's gonna catch me one of these times. While my teammates are trying to catch up to me, and they have an arc staff that they haven't popped yet, right? So I come into this box and I pop. I don't care if I kill that Striker, I just pop. Now the Striker does pop, but my teammate gives me, he says, 3 golden words. In spawn week. All right, he says like maybe like 5, but he says in the spawn week, Ken. And I'm like, oh, this guy's weak. Smash. And I don't look back. I trust his call out. He's weak. That means I'm gonna smash him once and I'm gonna move on. And so at that point in time, I was trying to get as close as possible with my super before I popped. It's gonna be hard on this map. If you don't, you're gonna be running around. Like, I used almost all of my super just to catch someone after I popped, and I had to choose which one to run. Like, I had to choose which rat to chase, right? So keep that in mind. There's a lot of running. So one and done supers might be what you want to run, and we'll take a look at this. Let's see, Chaos Reach and Striker. What do we got? Oh, looks like it's me. I think we shoot Chaos Reach now. So I stopped because of Chaos Reach. The enemy backs off. I think it looks like I'm gonna hesitate here. Very risky play by me. I wouldn't recommend jumping up to that spot often. I jumped up there. I probably died more times up there than oh, here we go. Boom. So we're gonna run from a Nova Warp. Now this Nova Warp, I wait. I'm trying to stay off the radar, and my buddy right here is running Gemini, so it makes it a little bit easier. Enemy gets close, boom, he Geminis, and we're just chilling. Like, the Nova Warp is somewhere. I just run out the room. And then he runs out. And this was against a really good player with good movement, good coordination. They started to chase Born. Born was able to get away. Me and DJ were able to just we didn't even run far. We just chilled and then moved when we thought something was getting close, right? Because we have multiple layers. So again, like, guys, you need to be able to run. And then I just come out. Oh yeah, my teammate somehow gets a double kill. Let's see how he gets this double kill. And then I come out with my smash afterwards, and there's 0 hesitation on my smash. Because I'm like, oh, DJ's out there, and then he got a shatter dive double kill. And I know that dude's blinking on him. I'm like, I'm here, baby. Not today. And I just come right through. 0 hesitation on the Striker. And just, pop my super, right? Like, there's nothing else to stop me, because Chaos Reach died. So, let's go ahead and take another look at another super, and this is Golden Gun. Now we get we get second pick. All right, I'm able to get the revive. They pop Golden Gun right about now, like right now. Here it comes. Boom. He pops it. He doesn't even look at me, so I probably could have kept shooting him. Bruh, that was funny. I remember why I clipped this. Listen, when this dude came around the corner with that golden gun, all you heard was blah, 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 blah. Like, he just let the whole thing shoot into one dude. And then the other dude got caught, too. This is hilarious. Listen. Oh, man, that's funny. You just hear. I'm like, bro, that's more than 6 shots, man. What's going on? All right. But he uses his golden gun. And I don't run from the fight, right? I hide I take cover, and the term I'm going to say, or the sentence I'm going to say is, I run as far as I feel like I need to, right? Because he came out and started looking at Lando, I'm like, I should be fine. I'm not going to go too far. So I wait for the super to run out, and then I make my move. And boom, right? This dude comes out weak. He tries to rush the bodies. Guys, just because I think he's going for special ammo, because I don't even think there's an enemy body down. Yeah, there was no enemy body down here. So he either was pushing for me, wasn't paying attention to the radar, didn't even know I was there, or he's like, yo, green ammo on the ground, let's go get it, and got, right? So once you put people down, yes, it's important to get near the bodies. Yes, it's important to control the area of the res, right? You don't want them to touch the body. You don't want the enemies to touch the res. But you cannot do it at the expense of your safety. And you'll be able to do that faster depending on whether or not you know what's going on as soon as the body goes down. So, for example, we'll make it real easy. All right? Boom, golden gun's up. I have a body down, I believe. Or, well, the team has a body down where the golden gun popped. My radar, I know there's nothing behind me on my radar. If you look at the radar, no blips behind me. I haven't seen all 3 at the same time on the screen, but I'm taking a really good guess and saying, oh, I thought they had cast reach. It was the other game. But I said, they're all over there. They have to be, right? So I know that I don't have to move. So when I get this next kill, I'm like, all right, cool. The other guy's down there. He has nowhere else to be, and the radar confirms. The radar says, "Hey, he's down there," right? So I immediately make a move and I jump at him like I'm gonna rush him, and I fake it out, and he jumps away from the body. So again, it is important to get to the bodies to stop revives, but not at the expense of your own life. And the reason I knew how to move the way I did, right? And there was multiple ways I could have done that. I could have just come straight down from the angle I was at. I could have went around a little bit farther if I had a grenade. It's because I was reading the radar at the time of the last engagement. Like, I was being very aware of the enemy, right? And then, yeah, that dude backed off too far from the bodies, thinking I'm pushing him, and I just get a revive. And then he doesn't re-engage in time, so he doesn't have chaos reach. Right, he's not running into the wall. He doesn't have like a grenade to stop me. And they actually, I think they get a revive here, right? So I failed to kill him. Oh, okay, and the clip ends. But I think they got a revive there, and it was just like a cluster of nonsense. But we ended up killing him anyway. And now, we're gonna show another clip of why you don't want to run too far from bodies. Like, I just let my teammate die right there. All right, so they got a pick somehow. I get another pick. I'm able to get heavy. I get into the room. Be careful. People that are running Shatter Dive can kill you in this room. It happened to me yesterday. There was a really good team, like really good players, but they were playing Shatter Dive and the ice grenades. And not only did I get caught in this doorway with my Titan shield, my teammate got caught in this doorway as well at some point in time. I think we got double Shatter Dove. But this was not that dude. So I put a shield up. I'm like, all right, this ain't that dude, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently, right? And I'm not gonna let them bait my heavy. So I thought my lightning grenade was actually gonna reach. It did not. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit him with a lightning grenade, shoot him once in the head, and he's gonna die. That was not the case. All right, I waited for shurikens. I expected that, and then as he's shooting my shield, I come on out. Now he probably could have shot me in the back of the head. This is a point I brought up in other videos, and then real quick, we'll talk about supers a little bit more in the next segment. Right here, I've said it before, and you don't see it as often as you would think, but because I play so much, I see it more often. then I probably should. I play so much Destiny. When someone's reviving, before you can physically see the character on the screen, right, from the revive, as soon as the revive is full, they're alive. You could shoot them in the head, but you won't physically see a body. You won't physically see a body. Watch. This is with a rocket now. All right. Snipers have done this to me, and I've done it once that I remember within like the past half a year. Within the past 6 months, I did it once where I pulled the trigger as early as I possibly thought I could and killed a dude that was getting revived, but I never seen the body, but it was a headshot. It just straight up just destroyed him before he could even be seen. All right. I'm going to pull the trigger, and this rocket, you may see the body here, but in the game, I didn't see that body at all, right? Like, wait, come on. There we go. Still reviving, still reviving, still reviving, still reviving, still reviving, still reviving. That seems like the longest revive ever. Explosion, right? We still didn't see a body. Look at the bottom left. It says revived after the explosion, and he was the first one to die too. Like, so, and now we're gonna watch that like in just real time. We're gonna let that play out. You see how his body just kind of flopped out of the explosion? It happened right. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's the ammo. Yep, you can see it in that red ring in the reticle of my gun. That's his gun flopping out. His bastion, it looks like. Yeah, guys, it happens, right? It happens. So when people sit there, and this is one of the reasons I say you're better off looking at the enemy and shooting them. Because if someone knows where to shoot that, if someone knows where to put the scope for the headshot, a sniper kills you 100% of the time, unless they're interrupted, right? Unless they're stopped. And if you're getting the revive, and this is the kicker, if you're getting the revive and you're waiting for your teammate's body to appear in front of you, and then you might want to push them, and you may fail at the push or get collided or something, right? There might be a day where you come across a dude that as soon as you get the revive, he pulls the trigger and kills him, and you never see the body. You just, another guardian just pops up dead. And your teammate after 5 tries is going to be, stop reviving me, right? This is why. So that's why I recommend to people when they get revives to peek out and shoot at the enemy as soon as they get the revive. Like, just peek out, right? Try to claw if you can. If you can't, switch your thumbs, and your fingers back to position, right? But you want to peek out and shoot at whatever's about to shoot them. And that's probably the safest thing to do, I think. So, that's why I advocate against res pushing. All right, let me go ahead and pause this. We'll be right back in a private match. All right, we are back, and we are going to cover a little bit of supers. Now, what we didn't see from the clips I ran, because I wasn't really running roaming supers with range, we're going to cover a little bit about the opening your super from the outside lane and then from the inside really briefly. The inside's a lot more straightforward than the outside, so I'm pretty much just going to touch up on the line of scrimmage, and there's going to be 2 options. You're going to have the lane with the guns, the cannons on them, or you're going to have party room lane, right? So you spawn up on this side and you want to run through with a melee super. You come through, you come through vents, right? This is called vents, all the vents, right? This is connecting to party room, but this is party room. So you would come up here. By the time you get here, there's a good chance that enemies are about to cut either up the top of the stairs or coming up the top of the stairs. So by the time you get to this block, running out the spawn, you better be ready to super and just super, right? Arc staffs, arc staffs, Titan smashes, Spectral Blaze, stuff like that. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind, guys, if you're going to inspect enemies, inspect for dynamo mods, because if you're huddled in this room or they're huddled in this room and you're like just nearby, they could be feeding supers off of you. We actually ran into a team that was doing it to us yesterday, and we didn't know. They had Spectral Blaze back before we could. They had 6 Spectral Blades, 2 per person, really quickly. And I was the first one to get my super that whole match, um, on Sentinel no less. So it was actually very surprising. The other angle you can take, and we're gonna come out of here. So again, and we're gonna touch up a couple of points here. So you're gonna open up, you're gonna come out the spawn, and you're gonna get right about down here. If they go to the far right and you're down here, by the time you get maybe here, they're ready to meet you. Especially when you get to this corner, if they're waiting for you, they're in line of sight when you cut this corner. So you may want to slide right, and and then like slide and then super. So you're gonna want to slide and pop arc staff or pop spectral or something. Chances are they're not like someone's probably not going to be here waiting for, oh, he's sliding and pull the trigger. Like, I don't think they're going to be waiting there. Why do I have double special on again? And same thing from the other side. So, and we'll go ahead and cover the inside, and then we'll cover the outside. So that's going to be the timestamps. So it's inside timestamps and then the outside lane timestamps. All right, you spawn up here. Oh, I'm going away for the students' law. Sorry, I just had to laugh at that. You're going to come up the stairs. You're running. By the time you get here, hey, they're here. And again, you're going, like I showed you in the clip with the Titan, my striker, you want to get as close as possible. Those guys were out there waiting for me, and I was invisible off the radar. I'm pretty sure they were looking for me because I had done the same play without super. Like, I was invisible because of my teammate, and I cut up here and probably just shoulder charged someone in the back and started, like, letting melees fly. And the same thing with the other side, right? By the time you get down here, now you can jump across the guns. I've slipped off here, not this weekend, but I actually I ran into someone. I ran into a warlock blinking. That's another story. So I did fall off the map. Just be careful, right, that you don't fall off the map. So let's go ahead and cover the outside. Now the inside's pretty straightforward. You pick one or the other and you go down it, and it's a linear path. Like, there's no diversions really. You could come from under the elevator to kind of fool someone, right? So if you make it over there, you could, or you could do something like this. You run up the stairs, it's like, oh, they're here, woo, go down, right? And now you kind of let your teammates make a little bit of movement, make a little bit of noise, and then you like, all right, I'm coming up here. Boom, smash, boom, sentinel, boom, 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 like stuff. You got stuff, yeah. You got options, man. But because you would go up or down that elevator shaft, it's going to kind of slow you down, and it's going to give the enemy more time to breathe and run away. Remember what we talked about? People running away. I got one guy with my sentinel super, with my striker, and I also showed you a clip against a good player that we were able to, outrun and just stay away from. So anyway, you spawn up, you want to take the outside. You got to be careful. It's going to cover the same things. Like, don't be way up in the sky. I'm coming with my smash. And then you just get sniped, right? Don't do that. Just feet on the ground, man. Feet on the ground. Because someone could be jumping up on that box, right? That I showed you earlier in that clip where I was like, hey, guys, this is really risky. I don't recommend doing this. And I've died up there. And sometimes your ghost will stay up there, and now you get revived up there, right? So, if you take the high path right around here, if the enemy really wants to, they could come to the boxes and challenge you as you cut this, as you cut past this little lane right here. They could be there waiting. As you come out here, a guy could be out here sniping, right there, or they could just be chilling right there waiting to snipe. So kind of get a feel for what the enemy has done in the prior rounds and decide, hey, they got a sniper. He likes to hang back. He's domed me in the head once, twice. He's domed all three of us at least once. Let me be unconventional. All right. Now I'm going to show you another way to do it. Right. If let's say that sniper was back right there. Right. And he's not on the block, but he's beside it, waiting for someone to walk out towards red. And we're going to end the video here. That way it's not too long. What I would do is I would come up over here. Right. No jetpack. Just hop. Right. Radar or not. Come all the way to here, assuming no one's shotgunning you as you run through or stopping you, and just kind of jump up here, right? And now you're a little bit closer. Depending on the super, maybe your hammers or something like that, or you could just if he's that oblivious, like I probably could have done this because he was that oblivious to me, and I could have caught him once, but he was looking for me. Oh, and I was just shooting with my gun. He was looking for me, and I came from this angle, and because this is what he's doing back here. He was in a sniper scope looking right there. So I was able to jump up and shooting, and I probably didn't even show up in the scope for a moment, right? And then the only other thing I'll show off right here is maybe you want to push from underneath. Again, roaming supers, chaos reaches, and we'll actually there's one more point I want to touch up, and this will be cutting it close to like 22 minutes. So you could run up and you could just stay down low, right? You're running, you're running, you're running, you're running. By this time, there's an enemy up there, probably there. Remember Schrodinger's cat? Schrodinger's sniper. You don't know if the sniper's there or not. He is both there and not there because you don't know until you know, hey, he's not there. Oh, he's there, right? So be aware. And it could be a team shot. It doesn't have to necessarily be a sniper. It could be a good hand cannon shot, right? And you could roll up into the spot like Alborg did yesterday and plop, plop, you know, Guardian down. So, again, you got to try and get as close as you can, as safe as you can. Now, roaming supers, Dawn Blades, Chaos Reaches, Nova Warp, stuff like that. You guys have the luxury of getting in the air. Dawn Blades have the luxury of popping from, you know, farther away. Again, when we had supers and the enemy team thought we were going to go outside with them, they started going back. They went inside. So on this map is going to test how well you can pinch with your team. So the people not using the supers, they need to go the opposite way of the super. If the arc staff's going inside, one or more teammates need to go outside to meet the enemy from running. All right, in case they do run. If they don't, then you're just going to box them in, which is good as well. All right, if you got a super that's going to go outside, you probably need to go inside. Lando was a chaos reach this weekend, part of my trials training program, and I never told him anything. He just he went out with chaos and did his job every single time. Real quick, before the time ends, we're going to cover chaos reaches. Guys, don't let this be you against chaos reaches. You cannot have your whole team in the back of the map against a chaos reach. You need to, the goal is to, if you're going to try and stop a chaos reach, you want to be maybe right here. You might want someone like down here to shoot, you know, to shoot someone down low. You might want someone back here. But if you, and it's hard to say, if you allow the chaos reach to get this close and you're still out in the open and you haven't shot them, you're dead. You're probably going to die. So allowing them to get that close is very dangerous. You need to make sure they don't get that close before they pop, right? And that's the point, or they're going to pop on more than one person. So someone may have to bite the bullet and die, or give up the spawn. Guys, we can't sit out here. Why? Because they got a chaos reach, or a thunder crash, or a nova bomb, or dawn blade. They have something. Then you got to go inside. And almost thunder crash, thunder crash, and nova bomb are probably going to be the two main concerns going inside, besides the roaming super, because when they see you inside, it's a wrap. You're probably dead. Like, they're just gonna, and if you're all clustered together in one room, everyone's dead at one time. So again, don't let, like I just said, you want to box in the enemy as your team's using a super. Do not allow yourselves to get boxed in as well, right? And that's going to be key. And I'll try to have clips of that in the future where it's, hey, guys, you know, this is where we box the enemy team in. Hey, guys, this is where we didn't allow the enemy team to box us in. This is, you know, what it looks like in real time. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know in the comments section below what you think this was part 2 to, what was this map? Twilight Gap. This was part 2 to Twilight Gap. We were covering supers. I had a couple of clips. And yeah, that's all I got. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought. If you have any concerns, or you have any suggestions, or you've seen something else anomalous on this map, like, hey, Ken, you know, me, I seen something weird. You might want to talk about this and explain it to me, or, you know, show me a clip. Come find me on the side. Hey, Ken, I got a clip. Can I send it to you? You know, and I got a Discord, you know, Whisper on Twitch, whatever. Anyway, thank you so much. Thumb it up. Share it with your friends. Good luck, Guardians. We'll be back at it today. And I hope this video helps you guys a little bit. Enjoy.